Yeah, right lads, this is the Geordie Jedi doing my England World Cup squad review. World Cup squad came out just last night, so I'm going to review it. I've got a list here of everyone, so if you'll indulge me. Goalkeeper, Joe Hart, fair enough. There's not that many brilliant English goalkeepers right now, apart from Joe Hart. So, you know, you can't really cause issue with it. Start of the season, he had a bit of bother. Of course, you know, Pantilimon nicking his space, but he's pulled it back, so good on him. For me, second choice, Fraser Forster. Plays at Celtic, had an amazing season, especially in a brilliant game against Barcelona at Celtic Park. And then there's Ben Foster, West Brom's goalkeeper. Again, third choice, good goalkeeper, he's better than John Ruddy, but I had to keep him third choice. Defence, Baines, first choice left back for me. Shaw is really good, and if Baines gets injured, Shaw is brilliant as a replacement. But Shaw, I'd say, probably still needs one more year to be better than Baines. Cahill, again, Chelsea's had a very good season. Cahill got team of this season for most people's judgment, so yeah, can't argue with that one. Jagielka, can argue with this one a bit. Everton have had a good season, but I wouldn't say it's because of Jagielka. He's done alright. It's not that he's a bad player, it's just that there are better. For example, I know it's a bit biased, but Mike Williamson had a really good season with us. For me, Jagielka's a little bit more like a tricky defender. Like David Luiz, he's sort of in between David Luiz and Mike Williamson. He's a bit tricky, but he does also know how to properly defend. Johnson, right. A lot of people do not know why he's first choice. And I agree. He should not be first choice right back. He is, because he's not that good. Certainly not this season. He's a decent right back. But personally, I'd rather have Kyle Walker. Walker's a much better player, and at least Walker has the speed to make up for it when he's having a bad game. Phil Jones, again, pretty good player, still needs a year or two, I'd say, to be world class, but I'm relatively happy with that, you can't argue with it much. Luke Shaw, again, obviously I've already mentioned him, brilliant player, perfect substitute left back. Or even if you're just giving Baines a rest, Shaw will come in, do a brilliant job at left back. You've got no problem with that. Smalling, same as Jagielka. Williamson should have that spot. I don't understand why he's gotten it. He's crap. Midfield, Barkley has had a brilliant season at Everton. Needs another year, I'd say, to be really good. You know, team of the season good. Gerrard, again, brilliant season, older rather. He is the captain, so he should be in the team, whether old or not. Had a brilliant season with Liverpool. They may have just missed out on the league title, but second place is still pretty good for them when you consider they haven't been spending as much money as Man City have, or Chelsea for that matter. Henderson had an alright season at Liverpool. He has done well, but not world class. He again needs another year. Lallana, can't argue with it. A brilliant player, world class already. Plays for a smaller club, still a big club. They bring through lots of players. Bale played for them. Walcott, everybody. Lampard shouldn't be in the squad. Too old. Hasn't had that good a season with Chelsea. He's done alright, but no. There's younger players. Fabian Delph is someone who springs to mind, an English central midfielder who's up and coming. Milner, I'd say yes, keep him in the squad. Right midfielder, getting the crosses. There aren't many wingers that do that these days. It's more about tricks and getting into the box, then putting in the cross. Milner just puts it in the box brilliantly, and he's had a good season with Man City. Oxlade-Chamberlain, again, up and coming. Another year or two rather, to be world class. Plays for Arsenal. he's had a pretty good season as well. Sterling, brilliant player. Liverpool desperately needed him. They were so lucky that he came into his own this season. I don't think they'd have gotten anywhere near second if they didn't have Sterling. He just made those matches where things might have went wrong, he made it tick. He made it just go well. Jack Wilshere, Arsenal of course, played amazing player. Unfortunately he's been injured until quite a bit rather this season, which is unfortunate. It would have been nice to have seen him a bit more often. However, he's fit, he'll play in the World Cup, and a very good player. From attack, Lambert, he's had an alright season this year with Southampton. They've done well for themselves. Everybody was a bit surprised when he first came in, because of course he is a bit old. When you bring a new player in, you expect them to be young. However, no, he worked his way into the team. He scores for the England squad, so there's no reason to keep him out. Rooney, of course, the certainty. He's had an alright season, not stellar as usual. Usually he's always, every match, man of the match, that kind of thing. He's usually up there. This season, not so much, which is a shame. However, for World Cup, he's been doing well. For national football, he's been doing well. Daniel Sturridge, what a season he's had. I think it's 22 goals altogether, which is brilliant when you consider Suarez has about 31. Liverpool have just been scoring for fun. Then Danny Welbeck, don't know why he's in the squad. He doesn't play regularly for Man U. He's a good player. He needs to play somewhere else that's a bit smaller. I'd say like Newcastle, like Southampton, even Everton. Look, they might lose Lukaku. Danny Welbeck's a pretty good replacement. He's not as good as Lukaku, but he's still decent. Right. On the team, there's only really a couple of people missing due to injury, and also due to not being picked. Mike Williamson for me. Theo Walcott, who's injured unfortunately. We really could have used Theo Walcott. He was having a really good start to the season, gets injured by Tottenham. So anybody else out there, blame Tottenham fans. Don't blame fans, blame the players. That's about it really. Overall, decent squad. It's a really up and coming team. There's loads of young players that need a bit more experience, both league and national football. Let's say expectations for me, if we beat the group stage, because unfortunately we've been put in a very bad group place, a group squad. It's terrible for us. If we can, I'd say round of 16. Quarterfinals might be a bit too much. I mean, good on them if they do. I'll be as happy as anyone, but no, I doubt it. Unless we get lucky draws, which is possible. We'll see what happens. I don't hold much hope for the World Cup. Obviously, getting the World Cup itself. However, Euro 2016 looks really good. There are loads of players in the squad that, assuming they still keep playing well and still keep playing regularly for their teams, are going to do brilliantly. Right, that's the end of it. Thanks for listening. Leave a like if you want, subscribe if you want. This is the Geordie Jedi. May the Force be with you.